with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you play a song by Michael Jackson called Slave to the Rhythm. And we'll end up capoing this on 4th fret to kind of match the recording, but we'll walk through a couple things in root position. And it starts out with this cool little intro bass line where you can play open E, and then 2nd fret on the low E string, and then 3rd fret on the low E string, and then open E. And if you wanted to, you could just follow just that bass line, kind of that O, 2, 3, O, or you can fill in some time. O, 2, 3, O. Or you could back that up with chords. And you start on an E minor chord. When we play E minor, first finger goes to A on the 2nd fret, the 2nd finger on the D string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord. It sounds very, very sad. Now you may also want to think about adding in the 3rd finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third, kind of working that for your E minor. It's kind of an E minor 7 chord. And then for that 2nd fret on the low E string bass note, you may want to back that up with a D major chord. And then when you play D major, first finger goes to G on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the high E 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the B string 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, the beautiful sounds of D major. Now while you're on Ds in general though, it can be kind of cool to lift the 2nd finger. Always a dangerous finger to lift. That sounds a D sus2. Or you could add in the pinky on the high E third for a D suspended chord and kind of say some things around D chords. Or, especially because of that bass note, you may want to kind of take the thumb and add him in on the low E string on the 2nd fret. That sounds like a D major slash F sharp, or a D major with an F sharp in the bass. Or you may want to use a D sus slash F sharp, where you do first finger on the low E 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the G 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the B string 3rd fret, pinky on the high E 3rd fret. If you strum all those together, it sounds a D suspended slash F sharp, which you may want to kind of back up the bass note with. And then from there, we'd be going to kind of that 3rd fret on the low E string, and you could back that up with a G major chord by doing first finger on the A 2nd, 2nd finger on the low E 3rd, 3rd finger on the high E 3rd. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now you may also want to add in the 3rd finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third, kind of work that for your G major. So on that little walk up, you may want to think like E minor, D slash F sharp, G, and then you back to E minor. And you could even work kind of just a down idea on that, kind of E minor, D, D, E minor, E minor, D, D, E minor, kind of an idea. Or there's a couple different strummings you may want to use through the tune, and actually that hit happens really fast, and you could even just kind of generalize that as just an E minor idea. And there's a couple different strummings you may want to think about. You could even kind of work a lot of this as just downs. I'm adding a little bit of muting with the right hand, kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the E minor and tried that a lot. Yeah, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. You can kind of work those chord hits with the strumming too. You do the E minor with a down, and then go to the D slash F sharp, kind of with that down, down, and then an up on the D slash F sharp, and then save the G for the last down up, and then back to the E minor with the whole pattern if you want to kind of fill some time on that. Kind of an E minor, down E on the up, G, E minor, down, down D slash F sharp, up, G, E minor, kind of an idea if you want to kind of fill that in with this chord, E minor, D, G, E minor. Or another strum pattern I would think about through this song is something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're kind of dividing that beat into 2 parts with our down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this can be a little bit challenging, but definitely very cool to practice. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the E minor and do a down for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you're doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you're doing a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Then on the third beat, you're doing an up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you're going down down, up, down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, 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 down. So all together, you got down, 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 which can be kind of cool to split that pattern between that hit too. You do the E minor with the down, and then the D slash F sharp with the down, down, up, down, and then the G for the last down and down. So E minor down, 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 and then, oh yeah, actually let's do it this way. E minor with the down, 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 D on the up, down, and then the G on the last down and down. So E minor down, 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 D, up, down, G, down, up, down, E minor down, 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 up, down, G, down, up, down, up, E minor. Kind of dig on that. Now we kind of working kind of quick for you, kind of E minor. That might be kind of a cool thing to practice. Or another 16th pattern you may want to use through the tune is a down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is on the first beat you do a down on 1 and an up on 4. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the second beat you do an up on 2, down on 3. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the third beat you do an up on 2, up on 4. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, 1, up, up, 1, up. And then on the last beat you're going down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, 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 down. So all together, you got down, up, 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 down. And what can be cool there to work that lick into it is you can do the E minor with the down, up, D slash F sharp with the down, up, and then save the last down, up for the G. So you have E minor down, up, D, up, G, E minor down, up, D slash F sharp, G, E minor. If you want to kind of fill in that time. But really through that intro part, you really will kind of hear just that hit. And you may just want to work that with just downs. And then from there, then we'll be going into our main verse chorus. And you will hear, it's kind of around our E minor chord, but you will hear these cool little bass lines come out where you could play open E, 2 on the low E, 3rd fret on the low E, open A twice, and then kind of going back to that open E. So, O, 2, 3, O, O, O. It's kind of this recurring bass line idea. O, 2, 3, O, O, O. Last time, actually, after you do that 3 times, you'll kind of hear this cool little walk down where you play 2nd on the A and then 3rd on the low E to lead into the open E. So 2, 3, O is kind of the tag. And you could even work that around the chord, actually, kind of the E minor, 2, 3, O, E minor, O, 2, 3, O, O, E, O, 2, 3, O, O, E, O, 2, 3, O, working as kind of the down idea, or you could work the down, down, up, down, kind of E minor, or you can even try and kind of get that bass line in around the strumming. O, 2, 3, O, 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 kind of just in the pattern. O, 2, 3, 2, 3. You kind of dig on that, or you could work the 16th patterns and kind of try and follow that bass line. Kind of working the 16th feel. 2, 3, O, O, minor. O, 2, 3, O, O, minor. O, 2, 3, 2, 3, O. And then we'll basically be repeating those parts until we get to our bridge part. And on our bridge, we go to a B major chord. And when you play B major, normally you do this as a 2nd fret bar. We'll talk about an easier way to do this too. And then you do 3rd finger over the D, G, and B on the 4th fret. It's kind of a B major idea. Although you may want to use just a power chord if that bar is kind of difficult, where you can do first finger on the A second, third finger on the D fourth. It's kind of a B5 power chord. Or you could use a B7 chord, where you do first finger on the D first fret, second finger on the A second fret, third finger on the G second fret, and the pinky on the high second fret. And if you strum the A string to the high string, that sounds a B7 chord. That sounds kind of nasty. Or you may dig on kind of taking the third finger and just flattening them over the G, B, and E on the second fret, making that a B9. And then from the B, we'd be going to a C major. And when you play C major, first finger goes to the B on the first fret, second finger on the D second fret, and third finger on the A string third fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now on C's in general, you may want to think about lifting off the first finger, making that a C major 7. Or you could add in the pinky on the B string third for C major 9, and kind of say some things around the C chord. Or another way to play C major 9 would be doing first finger on the D second, second finger on the A third, third finger on the B string third, pinky on the high E third. Kind of working that for your C major 9. And then from the C we go back to our E minor chord. And then we go to a B7, and another B7, and then we go to our C chord, and then we go to our D chord. And it's kind of our whole strum pattern on all of those chords. So we could try that with the down, down, up, and have the B7, B7, C, E minor, B7, B7, C, and then we go to our D major. Or you may dig on the 16th, so you can even mix it up between them. Kind of B7, B7, C, E minor, B7, B7, C, D. Now the weird part is to play along with Michael Jackson. Instead of starting on an E minor chord, he's starting on a G sharp minor chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on second fret, then now your E minor is really a G sharp minor, and your D major is really an F sharp major, and your G major is really a B major chord, and the B7 is really a D sharp 7, and your C major is really an E major chord, and yeah, that's all our chords. So if we took it from the very beginning, you may want to work just that chord hit, kind of that 0, 2, 3, 0. Right, or kind of backing that up with the chords. E minor, D slash F sharp, D, E minor. Or you can work the strumming through that and have the E minor, D, G, E minor, down, 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 up, G, down, up, E minor. Or you can work the 16th pattern, E minor, D, G, E minor. Or you can work the other 16th pattern. So you want to kind of play around with that. Then we'll be going into our verse part. Now one other thing I think about adding to the song though is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, you can throw in a bass for the chord. So on the E minor you'd have low E for the bass. On the D you'd have the D for the bass, unless you're doing the D slash F sharp, in which case you'd have the low E for the bass. On the G you'd have low E for the bass. On the B you'd have the A for the bass. And on the C you'd have the A for the bass. So you can kind of add basses to that strum pattern too. Kind of E minor, down, D, up, G, E minor, the bass, down, up, down, D minor, the bass, down, D, up, G, E minor. Or you could add basses to the 16th pattern, and you could work it as a bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, or bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, or bass, bass, down, up, bass, down, up. They can all be cool variations. So you have the E minor, down, up, bass, down, up, E minor, bass, down, up, E minor. Or you could work basses into the other 16th pattern and make it kind of a bass, up, bass, up, down, up. It's gonna be very cool. E minor, up, D slash F sharp, G, E minor, D slash F sharp, G, E minor. You want to kind of fill in that time. And then from there we'll be going into our verse idea. And we could just kind of work it as just an E minor idea, kind of just a bass down, bass down, up, down on the E minor. Or you could work the 16th pattern, bass down, 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 bass, bass, down, up, down, bass, bass, down, bass, down, or mix it up a little bit. Or you could use your other 16th. Or you could throw in some hammer rolls on the E minor, which could be cool too. Play around with that for the verse, and then from there, we'll be going into our chorus part. You kind of hear that bass line. Actually, even through the verse, you kind of hear that bass line. But we could kind of work that into our strumming, kind of E minor 2 3 0 E minor, E minor 2 3 0 E minor, 2 3 0 2 3 0. Or you can work that with the 16th. And then we basically be repeating our verse and our chorus until we get to our bridge part. And we can work that with our bass down, up, down, up. And then you have the B7, B bass down, up, C, E minor, B, C, D. Or if you're doing all the 16th with the basses, then we have the B, basics of how you can strum through Slave to the Rhythm by Michael Jackson. So good luck.